Alright, what up y'all? We're here with a new first listen, and it was scheduled to be the final March Metal Madness video, but March Metal Madness was a bust this year. I had to fucking work my ass off.
We all did.
Yeah, we all fucking... The scheduling was just not working. But...
March was madness.
Yeah, it really was. It wasn't Metal Madness, it was just complete fucking madness. It had in between our cat Kenzu having surgery and stuff, and just a lot of shit happened. But you know, we were able to, yeah, we were able to get you guys a couple videos, and
but this time it was supposed to. Well, either way, this was probably gonna always end up on the Saturday.
Yeah, it was always going to be.
Came out,
it was always going to be.
It was going to be on
the day after.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Fridays.
It comes out on Friday. Even if it came out on a Tuesday, we're not going to do it on a Wednesday.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's going to be on Saturday when we fucking film this shit, or a Friday.
And right now, Josh is trying to
we do it on a Friday.
Yeah, like very.
Josh is trying to get him a fucking Skyrim game.
A Daggerfall and a DOS, old DOS game to run in a DOS emulator.
Because you can download the old Elder Scrolls games off of Bethesda's website for free. And I've never played Daggerfall or Arena before, so Josh is trying to get Daggerfall on here. But we just finished listening to the new Mastodon album. And holy shit. What do y'all think?
I want your thoughts.
You want my thoughts?
Yeah, because I already know what I gotta say.
Okay, this album to me, man, is hands down the best I think they've sounded since Crack the Sky.
I agree.
It holds my fucking attention. Like, it feels more focused. It doesn't feel as unbalanced. Like I said, I believe I said Once More Around the Sun was like a slight step in the right direction, but at the same time, I don't remember fuck all about that.
Yeah.
I don't remember fuck all about The Hunter, but I remember everything from that I remember from the other ones. But
I remember Crack the Sky.
Yeah, Crack the Sky is an incredibly memorable album, and this one is fairly up there. Like, it's not as technical, but goddamn, the solos are good, the music's good, the vocals are good. The concept, I dig the concept. It's a cool friggin' concept album. And like, I don't know, you kind of feel like the stoner vibes are back in there a little more. Like, it feels more like a Mastodon album. And I'm not the biggest Mastodon fan in the world anyway.
So you really don't know what to say about how Mastodon sounds.
I mean, like, to me, there's two parts of Mastodon. There's the fucking pre-goddamn Crack the Sky, and then there's post-fucking Crack the Sky.
Yeah.
Pre-Crack the Sky, I like okay, but to me, Blood Mountain is where I start to get into them. And
Blood Mountain is right after Crack the Sky.
Yeah, Blood Mountain and fuck yeah.
Got it, baby.
Oh shit.
I figured it out. Oh shit.
So what do you call it? Blood Mountain and Crack the Sky are my favorites.
Yeah.
And I can't remember fuck all about Hunter and fuck all about Once More Around the Sun.
Yeah.
But I remember liking. I remember being like, you know, this is the Mastodon we're gonna have forever now. You know what I mean?
And then they came out with the Hunter.
Like, yeah, like the Hunter Mastodon, the Once More Around the Sun Mastodon. This is the Mastodon we have now, and that's what it's gonna be. And this album is pretty much that, but better. Like, it's like they had to have two fucking albums that were pretty, I don't know, to me, pretty fucking mediocre to sort of reach this point. That to me is, this album is like I mentioned when we reviewed those two songs, like, this album is a small reminder of, like, the Blood Mountain shit to me. Not as awesome as Blood Mountain, but, like, it's like if Blood Mountain actually came out after...
That's
wow.
Okay.
But it's like if Blood Mountain came out after fucking Crack the Sky, you know what I mean? Like, it's... That's what this is to me. It's like you could easily fucking just scratch the last two off as, you know, experiments until this happens. And so yeah, like I said when we did the retrospective a couple years ago, you know, they're not the Mastodon Beast anymore. You can pretty much just call them Elephant. Like, it's more modern You know what I mean? It's the more modern version of what
So
is
you
happening.
did listen to the podcast.
Huh?
You went back and listened to the podcast?
Well, no, I remember I said that.
Oh, you did?
That was like a thing I said or something.
You remember what you said?
But yeah, like, cause like
that's crazy.
This is Mastodon being modern. This isn't mid to early 2000s to fairly late 2000s Mastodon. This is goddamn 2017 Mastodon. So like they evolved. You know what I mean?
This is 10 years,
The Mastodon
11 years
evolved.
after Blood Mountain.
Yeah, the Mastodon evolved into the elephant. Not as badass a beast as the Mastodon, but a pretty goddamn crazy beast compared to some of the other ones.
But this is closer to the Mastodon than what it used to be.
Yeah. It's like they pulled that Mastodon out of the ice and they extracted its
Charlie
blood.
had a good analogy. He said the new Metallica was them pulling everything that Metallica used to be to what they were throughout their career in every song they did on the whole fucking thing. And that's why it was 2 disc long. He said when we were listening to this and it was the first time he heard more tracks. I already heard the whole thing, but it was the first time he got to hear something. He goes, "This is bringing me back to this Mastodon, this Mastodon, this Mastodon." So he compared it to Metallica's last record. That makes sense. To me, it is the best I've heard since Crack the Sky. Because it has the fucking badass solos. I don't like that the drummer is singing as much, because I really don't care for his vocal delivery. It's very nasally.
Very nasally shit.
It's nasally and clean. I want to hear more of the lead guitar player and the bass player sing, and little from the drummer. That's what I want to hear. This was flooded with the drummer being the front man, pretty much singing.
Front man in the back.
Yeah.
Huh?
He was taking it from all angles. But other than the vocals, I dig the concept. The music is fucking amazing, and I'm not get bored.
Yeah.
Even the fucking track that I said, in the last couple of videos, I said, "Show Yourself" was bullshit. I was bored. We were all bored with that. You know, when we were talking about that
It feels
Linkin Park
longer than it
video.
should be, but I'm still gonna say it's the weakest track on the album.
It is, but if you listen to it again and again and again, it fucking complements itself on the record. It
it's
has
much
its place.
better.
It has its place on here as a single. It does
much
not
better.
work. It does not work. But on a fucking as a whole, as
I appreciate
on a
it
record,
more with
yeah.
the rest of the album, but by itself, it's seriously the weakest track on there.
it is, but it works. Boom.
Yeah, I think the album cover is pretty fucking rad. Let
He's
me
got
look at that
tiny
shit,
Trump
man.
hands.
That is
That's
cool.
fucking awesome as fuck.
He's got tiny Trump hands.
Tiny Trump hands. You can't trump anything with those hands. But yeah, the artwork for this album is fucking awesome as
I
shit.
forgot why it's asking me for a CD. It wants the game.
You don't have a CD.
ISO.
But I mean, I think it's definitely an album that I wouldn't mind going back to a couple times. Jaguar God is fucking awesome.
The Mastodon CD should be in that bag over there.
Okay. Roots Remain is awesome. I really like Steam Breather and
Let me see that bag, by the way. Because check it out, man. They've always had these badass fucking album covers, man.
I mean, yeah, like for modern Mastodon shit, this is the better since Crack the Sky. I still wish that they would have followed up on the Crack the Sky sound and kind of stuck with that route and evolved that instead of kind of going to this.
This is an EP.
Like, I wish they'd have just stuck with that. But goddamn, like, still, the best thing about Once More Around the Sun and Hunter are the fucking album covers.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
shit.
that's not the real cover for the Hunter. That's a special edition cover.
The fuck's the cover for the Hunter? I remember you saying some shit about that.
That's different. Completely different.
Crack the Sky has a rad ass cover. Fucking Blood Mountain's got a rad cover. Call of the Mastodon is.
Call of the Mastodon is an EP.
Leviathan is red. And Mastodon Remission is rad. What year is Remission, man? 2002, man. 2002.
Right.
That's some old ass shit. What is that? They got 7 albums?
One is an EP.
Yeah, so it would be 8 if I counted the EP.
Yeah. 7. Okay.
Shabalaba. But yeah, that's a fucking rad ass album, man. It is a contender for my 13 favorites of the year so far.
So far, it's my favorite. I mean, but I've only heard like 2 new albums this year.
Yeah, we're about to get a decent chunk of shit coming up.
What besides Gorillaz?
Gorillaz, APC, maybe a Tool.
There's no Tool.
Probably never.
There's no Perfect Circle.
The
last of Perfect Circle.
They said a Perfect Circle is coming out in 2017.
Okay, whatever. The last fucking Perfect Circle was a cover album.
And it's alright. It's like not that
I heard
good.
it when it came out.
It's the first 2 Perfect Circles I can get down to, but that one's kind of just whatever.
I do kind of like the cover for Imagine.
Yeah, I like how all the covers don't sound like the original songs.
Yeah, and
like,
when the levee breaks.
Yeah. I'm like, you can listen to it and be
doesn't
like,
sound like it should, but then it's like, come on, dude, you just sound like you're whining the whole time. Like you don't even want to
like
do
even
it.
on the album cover, it's like, or not on the album cover, but in the liner notes, it's like, this isn't an anti-Bush album,
right?
Even though we hate Bush, like,
come on, dude, whiny bitch.
It's like we covered all these anti-war and protest songs instead of writing our own because it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like that fucking Renegades of Funk from goddamn Rage, man. And like, it's so shitty for your last album to be a fucking cover album. Like, it happened to Guns N' Roses for a long time.
Mm.
We have that with Rage Against the Machine. We have that with APC.
Man, that would be fucking amazing if Rage ever got back together.
It would, man. I don't know why they won't.
To. I really don't understand it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Zach?
Yeah, Zach Del Rocha ain't doing shit.
Exactly.
Now we got Rage Against the Machine with Chuck D.
What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is that?
Prophets of Rage, man.
Exactly, man. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
I bet that shit's pretty rad, though.
It sounds good.
Oh, really?
It does.
I bet it is.
But I'm like, god damn it, it's not. Don't call it Rage. It's because it's not Rage.
Prophets of Rage.
When I hear Rage, I'm thinking of Rage Against the Machine. And it's not Rage Against the Machine.
Rage, bitches. Bless you.
So Mastodon.
Yeah, man. Like, what did you think about it, Josh? You heard it.
Good.
Fucking pretty, a lot heavier than I thought it would be. But
the solos, man.
Yeah, the solos are pretty fucking rad.
The fucking solos, like I was telling you, they were gut-wrenching face melters.
Face melters.
Melt.
Every fucking song had a goddamn solo that just went all across the fretboard. You can just, God, man. If the drummer scaled back, the guitar players fucking shine.
Yeah, man. Like, that's another thing, too, is like the drums have not been the same since Crack the Sky. Like, hell, the drums have not been the same since goddamn Leviathan.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when, like, it was mostly just rolls and fills,
yeah.
you know, instead of straight
and now
beats.
It's just beats.
Yeah,
DOS beats.
It's weird. It's like fucking. He's just playing along now instead of just doing his own thing.
Mm. But that was Mastodon.
Mastodon.
Yeah, Dan. So, what would you rate the album?
What would you rate the album?
I'm gonna give it a fucking straight. A straight.
8.
8, really?
Give it an 8.
Oh, I thought that's what you're trying to think of.
I'm debating
Straight
on
8
it.
because it runs.
Debating on it.
Yeah, 8's pretty good to me.
I'm debating on it.
It was a pretty good album. I like it. It's pretty hard, soft at the right spots.
I give it a hard 9. I enjoy it. Like, I was not bored.
Man, I'm gonna have to fucking go with Now if I go below an 8, it's gonna seem like, oh, he's just going below because they went so high. But I mean, really, I'd have to give it I want to give it an 8. I want to give it an 8, but I'm gonna have to give it like a 7.5, 7.5.
Why?
Just because it's like.
You didn't give it enough chance.
No, man, I fucking did. It's just not as amazing as it could be.
Yeah.
It's better than it. It's better than it should be, but not as amazing as it could be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
I get you.
I'll give Crack the Sky a straight up fucking 9.5.
I would give Crack the Sky a 10, dude.
Yeah, I'd have to listen to it again. If I listen to it again,
Oh
it
my
might
God,
get a 10.
dude.
It
I
might
would
get a
give,
fucking
like,
10, but right now,
if I
from
could
memory,
give like of
like,
all time
Blood
favorite,
Mountain will get a fucking 8.
all time favorite concept albums, Crack the Sky is like one of them, like in the list.
Like top 10, top 3, top 5.
10 concept albums. It's in my top 10.
Like anything about astral projection and shit is a pretty rad concept album.
But just the way it sounds, man.
Yeah,
like
just
the
the way
way
it
you can
fucking
listen
sounds.
to it and it doesn't get boring. Like, goddamn, dude, I can still go back to that record. Always have a good time listening to it. Never get bored. Listen to it track 1 to the last. All the time. Crack the Sky has got to be my favorite Mastodon album, but this one is a sharp close. You know, so far listening to it, it's getting close there. And I think it's because it's got the same producer. But, like I said, I don't like the vocals. The vocal delivery on this bothers me. I really don't care for the vocal delivery on this record. I love the music. The music is fucking badass. And with further listens, you know, it grows on me. But I don't want to hear Mastodon sound like dude, I like the other fucking singers. The drummer.
Yeah, I like the other guys better than that nasally drummer.
Like Charlie said, the drummer's scaled back so he can sing more. And it's like, dude, stop.
I guess that is kind of true.
It is, but stop. You don't need to sing because your singing sucks. I'm sorry, I love you, Mastodon, but goddamn, Brand Daler, you cannot sing. You cannot sing.
Go to Google and type in that Daggerfall installation instructions.
No, I got it.
So,
it's I have to.
I give it a 9.
There's a special code you have to write in it. I give it an 8.
7. I'll be generous and give it a 7.75. Word. So that was that. What do you guys think about the new Mastodon? Do you guys like it? Or do you hate it? What do it be?